अगर आपको लगता है कि आप भी अपने 9 to 5 के रूटीन में स्टक हैं, एक वही लिविंग फॉर द वीकेंड एटीट्यूड के साथ, तो ये वीडियो मैं आपको ज़रूर रिकमेंड करूंगा कि आप एंड तक देखें, क्योंकि आज जो शख्सियत हमारे साथ हैं, कैप्टन निकिता सहाय, उनकी लाइफ जर्नी जो है वो काफ़ी इंस्पायरिंग एंड काफ़ी डिफरेंट है। क्योंकि उनका सफ़र शुरू होता है एज एन एयरफोर्स ऑफिसर के डॉटर के तहत, फिर एक एनसीसी कैडेट, देन एक आर्मी ऑफिसर, एंड नाउ शी हैज़ अ सक्सेसफुल करियर इन द फील्ड ऑफ मॉडलिंग। मुझे लगता है ये जर्नी उनसे सुन के आप काफ़ी इंस्पायर एंड यू कैन एक्चुअली लर्न समथिंग आउट ऑफ इट हो सकता है। और मैं आशा करता हूँ कि ये वीडियो, ये कॉन्वर्सेशन आपको अपने फ्यूचर का ब्लूप्रिंट बनाने में थोड़ी हेल्प ज़रूर करेगा।
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi Vivek, how are you?
I'm great, ma'am. I'm great. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. I'm very happy to finally talking that I'm finally we are talking after planning for so long.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. तो हम इसीलिए मैम इस बार हमने सोचा कि थोड़ा सा टॉपिक डाइवर्सिफाइड रखेंगे सो दैट
हाँ,
नॉट जस्ट पीपल हु आर कनेक्टेड विद अस जो डिफेंस एस्पिरेंट्स है वो भी बट also in general public कोई मुझे लगता है they can learn a lot from a veteran, especially a person like you. They should learn a lot. You know, why restrict to only defense analysis and SSB? So that's why मैम इस बार का टॉपिक हमने रखा है कि फाइंडिंग योर पैशन एंड इवेलुएटिंग इट कि specifically changing environment में. So ma'am, starting
okay.
with the first question, like your journey, like I can see it from my perspective, I can see it into मैं 3 phases में देख सकता हूँ. As a Air Force brat, then as an Army officer, and then a successful career in modeling, and after that there will be more to come, more different changes, more right.
I
So ma'am,
hope so.
आप डेफिनेटली मैम आई थिंक ये आप मैम काफी लोग को इंस्पायर करता है. कनेक्टेड विद फ्यू ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स एंड मुझे लगता है वो काफी इंस्पायर करता है. ऐसे चैलेंजिंग करियर्स से लोग काफी इंस्पायर होते हैं, स्पेसिफिकली पीपल जो स्टक हैं. मैम आप कैन यू समराइज दिस होल जर्नी एक छोटे से समरी सो दैट पीपल कैन गेट एन इंट्रोडक्शन.
So hello everyone. As Vivek just introduced me, so I was born in an Air Force family. My father was an Air Force officer based in Jamnagar, and so life as a Air Force kid was very careless, very protected. There was nothing we had to worry about. All the Air Force kids, all of us, we would go to Kendra Vidyalayas nearby and make lots of friends. There were never any problems in adjusting in any school because we were all from defense background. So we immediately made friends and became part of groups or no groups. It didn't matter in Kendra Vidyalayas. So that was my upbringing. बहुत ही मिलनसार तरीके से रहने का जो एक lifestyle होता है in defense services. That's how I grew up. And when once I completed my school, I got through Delhi University. I pursued my graduation in English honors, and that was the time when I started thinking, ki, like it's all good, like, but there was nothing I did about being an Air Force person. It was just by birth that it happened. Once I was in college, and then I was like, I chose English honors after completing my 12th in science. And I was like, I don't want to study science anymore. It's not my subject. And that's when this whole, I started feeling responsible. I started feeling capable that I can take a call in my life. I can decide for myself. And the first step was that I decided to leave science and jump to English honors. That's when I became very serious about my career because I knew that college ke baad, I don't want to go home. Like I was very sure. I don't want to sit with my parents and prepare and spend more time. I wanted to get out, have my own wings to fly. So I considered options. I was always passionate about defense because it was natural being a defense kid. And I was like, चलो at least to start with, we'll figure out. पहले NCC तो मैं join कर लेती हूँ because this is the first thing that comes to my mind. And later, as I go to second year, third year, then I'll see कि क्या करना है. So as I joined the NCC, I realized that I'm really enjoying it. भागना, दौड़ना, और parade. I joined NCC Army Wing because I always thought that army is my calling, if at all. It's so much passion, that the olive green uniform and the camaraderie. So that's how I joined NCC. And then I appeared for CDSC because I was really enjoying being an NCC cadet. I even have a C certificate. And then I appeared for CDSC. I had a lot of friends from army background. They were in AWA hostel. I was in AFWA hostel. So with their help, I studied. They made me study. They were like army kids, so they knew how to grill somebody. You know, as an Air Force kid, I was used to be like lazy, laid back, like lazy child. So they grilled me all that studies and study. And then I appeared for my exam. I cleared it. I got a good merit, and I joined the academy. Then, after 1 year long training, I became an officer. I got commissioned into ASC, and I got posted to JNK, Udhampur. Then life was challenging, and the training had really toughened me up. I've started feeling that I'm much more confident than before. What I had felt while taking English honors, that strength in my mind became like even bigger. And that training taught me that I can survive anywhere. Like I don't need a lot of facilities. Even if defense forces give a lot of facilities and the thing of being a defense personnel, but the training taught me that I can survive like Buddha also. I can sit under a tree and have a tarpaulin and go to sleep. Like I'm fine. I'm sorted for life. And so when I got posted to मेरठ, जब मेरठ में मेरी पोस्टिंग हुई, एंड JNK से काफी चेंज था. JNK में बहुत ही एक्शन फिल्ड लाइफ थी. आई वाज ऑलवेज अ कॉन्वॉय कमांडर, फायरिंग, ये वो बहुत रेगुलर. मतलब इट वाज वेरी मच लाइक व्हाट वी गॉट ट्रेन फॉर इन द एकेडमी. And then I went to Meerut, and I was like, "Acha, it was more of administration work. It was a peace posting, so I was not happy with that peace thing. Like, nahi, I don't want to, like, I want to go out. I miss convoys. I miss Chenab, Chenab Nadi. So, जब मैं बनी, yeah. I used to like take convoys to Banihal and all. तो बीच में as convoy commander जब halts होते थे, तो मैं चेनाब में 2-3 घंटे बैठी रहती थी. So then, धीरे धीरे, I started making up my mind. I was like, okay, I joined the academy when I was like almost going to be 21. I got commissioned at 22. And I was like, okay, and I had other options. So I was like, I have done my best. And I never looked at the forces as a job. It's a way of life. You would also know that, that's what they say about the forces. It's a way of life.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't want it to become a job. And I want to leave it with lots of love and passion with what I joined the forces. So that's when I took a call that I think it's time I leave. As it is after 10 years, there was no PC. I like after 10 years, I have to retire. Better I leave now, go out, explore opportunities, and make a career. So I put up my paper, and it took almost a year for me to get the release because there was nothing, like I was fit and I had a good record. So it was, but I was very persistent. Like 8 times my application was rejected. So I like, no, I have made up my mind. I want to go out. Finally, I got my release when I was 2IC for Republic Day Parade, 2013. So I got a log message. That's like a 4G way of conveying message. I got a log message that release has been approved for officer, whatever, SS number so and so, Captain Nikita, all that. And I'm like, okay, fine, this is sorted. What next? So that was also a process. So once I left the army, that's when that was for the first time actually I didn't have any plans, Vivek. I always had like, okay, I think, yeah, that was the time when my mind was blank because I had left such a prestigious job, that too being a second generation officer. So I had no idea what I want to do in my life, and I didn't want to do any more jobs. I was like, nahi, job nahi karna mujhe. I don't want to work for anyone else because I wouldn't be able to after being an officer. I have a mind of my own. So then I started digging my dreams, When I finally got some free time, I started digging into my childhood and what was it that I always like loved, what attracted me. I thought of 3-4 things: painting, drawing, and then I like modeling. Modeling is the thing which always attracted me. Like, oh wow, ramp, oh wow, designers, clothes, colors. But nobody spoke about all that in our family. very conventional family. So that's how the idea of modeling, that seed was always there, but it started like growing, you know. This is what I
Yes.
want to do. And having no contacts and everything, Facebook had, just started becoming very popular in our country, and I was like, okay, they must be there on a Facebook page. And some of my college friends from DU told me that, Arey, all these people have pages and all. I was not even aware of that because I was a Fauji who knew nothing about all these things. So my friends told me, I looked for it on Facebook page, and there it was. Like Lakme was having its audition, and so it was in Bangalore and it was in Bombay. And I was so confident because of my training. I was like, if not Bangalore, I'll definitely make it in Bombay, you know. So I got 2 tickets done. And and my friends were like, are you crazy? Like, you should be saving your savings. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, no, I have to do this. And then I went to Bangalore first, and they did not select me. I had put on too much of makeup, thinking that models just put makeup, lipstick, and the drama I did, man, colorful clothes. IMG people are like, no, you have put on too much makeup, and they told me also to remove it. One representative, just remove your makeup before you go for a walk. I like, go to hell, man. Why are you telling me? I'm like, who is that person telling me? Must be jealous, like whatever. Of course, then I was not selected because modeling is not about putting on a lot of makeup and going for auditions. And then I said, maybe she made some sense, So Bombay, I think I should not put on makeup. So I went to Bombay and with a very plain face and some very slow-mo walk, like what I'd learned from YouTube. Like I was walking in slow motion almost. And then the jury told me, like, can you like just walk a little faster, because I think they kind of liked me. So they were just giving me chances to improve my walk. So I said, yeah, sure. And I saw Anaita in the panel. I'm like, Anaita, like, she's so popular. And I was like, oh, I've grown up watching her. So I did that and I got selected. I worked on my walk right then and there during the audition. And then they called me as the last girl to be called. And I was like, maybe they're calling some other girl next to me. And I'm like, they're calling you. So they were like, Arey, we are calling you. And I'm like, oh shit, like I made it. I'm in Lakme. That whole feeling. I'm in Lakme. Like
Yes.
something we always, yeah. So that's how Lakme Fashion Week happened. And the thing about these fashion weeks is that if, this is the place where everybody comes. So then you get more noticed and observed. And so modeling started. And then I did covers and more fashion weeks and more magazine shoots. Made a career out of modeling. But always I was like, I never changed like as a person. So because I knew that right now it's like totally on a high wave and everything is happening and I'm doing a lot of work, but I knew that I'm not gonna like stay here forever. It will always be part of my life, like army still is, and it will always be. But I knew that I might move on. So this was my journey from army, from Air Force, being an Air Force kid to becoming an army officer, and then getting into modeling.
Isliye ma'am, in the very beginning, I mentioned that this would be very inspiration because I think a lot of people, this is where a lot of people are struggling, especially people who get into one job, they feel like, okay, now I'm done for life. I cannot change. Or, sometimes the problem comes, like sometimes the problems, I mean, there are genuine problems. Like
there might be genuine problems.
Like the traditional education system in the country is more like, okay, you do 12th, then you do graduation, whatever BTech, BSc, and then you do MBA, and then you're set for life. Then you get married and your life is set. So
even my parents wanted me to appear for MBA and all that stuff. Before, and they were not aware that I'm applying for the army. Like joining army and appearing for CDSC was also my call entirely. It was not my parents' decision. They wanted me to clear my CAT exam and go to career launcher for training. I no man, no. Like I cleared symbiosis, but I'm going to be an army officer. My merit is 4th. Like why will I go to symbiosis?
So ma'am, coming to the second question was kind of derived from what we discussed, what you said, that there are certain problems that people face. some
Yeah,
problems I must say are आदमी खुद बना लेता है. It's just in your mind. But there are certain problems
absolutely.
जो होती हैं. Like family
Yeah.
might not agree that okay, I want to pursue a career in supposedly I pursue a career in YouTuber, or I want to be something creative, or even if I want to leave my current job and be a IS officer, or in the case of defense aspirants, there are a lot of aspirants I engage with. I feel these people are in jobs and they cannot take out their times, and sometimes the family is not very supportive as well. That okay, beta, leave your job and prepare for CDSC
Ha.
only.
Mostly they are not.
So,
Mostly they are not.
Yeah, ma'am. So any such thing you face, like any disruption, not from the family side, but in general from the society or perception of the people. लोग तो
Actually,
रहते हैं ना
lots.
बोलने वाले.
Ha, lots.
Okay,
Like,
ma'am. So this would be
oodles
interesting. Like,
of
how did
it,
you deal with it?
I just didn't deal with it. I said, you deal with it.
I think that is the most apt answer I've ever heard. That you don't deal with it. Actually,
This
ma'am,
is your
actually.
problem. If you think that something is bad, it's your problem. It's your mindset. Why should I
Exactly.
deal with your burden? I think it's great thing. I think being a YouTuber is great, and now with coronavirus, I mean,
Yeah,
I think a YouTuber he would have done like much more better than anybody actually going to a factory and working.
yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can never predict as such, Vivek, ki what is certain, what is uncertain. Now, what I've heard recently that even government jobs, they are also implementing this rule, like corporates, that on the basis of performance, the government employees can be fired. You know,
Yes, ma'am.
so
Yes, ma'am. They are certain.
yeah, that is happening. So there's nothing certain in life. I've said it previously also. We should be like water, because change is the only constant. And
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
will not pursue your dreams, and if you live by the society's build up that have a certain career, have a future, take some loan, buy a house, pay EMIs, I think that's rubbish, because there's not even we don't even know what will happen if tomorrow Jupiter comes in between, and the whole solar system goes for a six.
Collapses.
So
Yeah,
at
the
least
end of the world could be
collapses.
tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah, you never know. Like last time when it was gonna happen, when Earth was warming up, Saturn came in between and stopped Jupiter. Nahi bhai, bhi mat kar. Let's make Earth.
let let
Yeah,
people have their dreams, and we'll just crush it all together. Take them.
later on, हाँ. Let's be a
Later
little
on.
bit sadistic and all, हाँ. बाद में करेंगे.
बाद
So
में करें.
I mean,
अभी
we
थोड़ा
got
बच्चे हैं.
we thoda let them, make homes and let them take loans and all that stuff. So that's what I think, Vivek. Life is not about like just living as what you see your neighbor according to your neighbor's views, or because family is a different thing. You will love them, you will hate them, you'll fight with them, you'll be together. That's a different story altogether. But people, society, I don't count family in people. I've had my disagreements, I've
Yes.
had my happy moments. But people, society, what are you doing? What are you doing? Or somebody will come to troll you. What are you doing? Who cares, man? And why should one care? Because at the end of the
Exactly. Yes,
day,
ma'am.
yeah, if you will not care about all that and you'll just focus on your, work, what you're doing, for example, like your YouTube and everything, then you will do much better with what you're doing. And then those people will also come and say, oh, yeah, sorry, we thought that you're doing bullshit, but you're pitbull. You're not bullshit. Some shit.
ये भी idea. Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
उगते हुए सूरज.
Exactly, that is the truth also. But I don't
Yes,
want to be
ma'am.
cynical.
Yeah.
Some other day. Some other day, only you and I on Zoom call, we'll be very cynical. Cool.
Yeah, that will be
Not today.
absolutely correct platform that you could be cynical. I
Absolutely.
could be very pessimistic.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
really
yeah.
pessimistic.
No, yeah,
But
I know.
ma'am,
So am I. So am I.
I think that's how you should look at things. I think pessimism is very close to realism, how actually things turned out to be. That's why, like
Yeah.
ma'am, you said that you had plan A and you also had tickets for plan B. And I
Yeah.
think that's how you actually plan. You should not be really very optimistic that ये बार तो निकाल ही लेना है, हो ही जाएगा clear. Like
बिल्कुल.
plan should be there.
But what I'm saying is,
Coming-
Vivek, that that plan B should not become so powerful that it starts overshadowing your energy and commitment for plan A.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Because you will not put enough effort in plan A because you already
Yes.
know there's a plan B. There's a
There's
safety
a plan
net,
B.
so it'll catch you.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.